Oh my god. Hey, it is your girl, GRWM. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, today, of course, this is a live, but I'm just recording because honestly, like, I know I haven't been here in a month. And it's because I have a lot going on, like I'm a college student. And even though, yeah, the semester's um, over with the whole Rona and things like that, I just have other things going on that I need to focus on. So, today I'm actually just getting ready for a party, and I wear a mask out here in the Big Apple. So I'm basically going to be showing you guys my routine for masked makeup. I actually don't really do like a full beat like I used to. So it's going to look minimal, but enough for where even when you take your mask off, it doesn't look seriously crazy. Um, but yeah, and drama because honestly, with this whole thing with J Star and like the crazy trinity, let's call them that, the crazy trinity with Tati and Shane is ridiculous. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just watching a lot of people. I I don't know. I'm just watching like a lot of people and like I'm just seeing all sorts of things unravel because it's very cool when it comes to my YouTube. And then I also follow gaming and drama channels for entertainment purposes. Obviously, on anything but a drama channel, but I'll just find the fact that it got into the point where like the Smiths got involved. I just find that very interesting. But today Tati dropped a video. So Tati dropped a video and she said some things that people have speculated, and I noticed a lot of drama channels aren't necessarily pointing that out, but like she claimed that Jeffrey owns parts of Morphe, which explains the things that the conspiracy parts on Morphe. Why is it at the end of the day it's associated with Jeffrey, and you removing that can stop a stream of revenue because I'm and to be considered anywhere near a billionaire, you gotta have at least 7 streams, small or bad. That's for not makeup companies, but the makeup industry is a $1 billion industry. So if you're selling makeup and you created a name for yourself in the makeup industry, of course. But with this whole thing going on with Shane and him, I don't know. And then with Tati popping up and say, "Hey, these guys basically calculated me, and I just felt a certain way because they made me feel like I supposed to feel that way." Um, First off, I believe her a little bit. I do. It felt genuine. It felt genuine. Um, but I don't know. When I watch certain things like these, I don't have too much of a crazy opinion, and it's probably because I'm not crazy invested like that anyway. So watching her video, she was just saying certain things that kind of stood out to me, like how Jeffrey basically owns portions of Morphe. Because if you pay attention to like other drama videos that involves him in makeup, and like with Jaclyn Hill, they talk about, oh, like basically Jeffrey said that he didn't want like Jacqueline to have, I think it was either like a brush collection or maybe like a lipstick launch there. I forgot what kind of makeup product. But apparently Jeffrey got in the way of her releasing certain makeup. And so that never happened. So I don't know if he has something to deal with that, but he probably does. Um collection unstable. pretty interesting. Um, my research, I just get my information from other drama channels who do the research and who actually been in connection with these people. But my overall opinion when it comes to this trinity is just cancel all of them. Like, like just don't support at this point. Whether or not that includes Tati, I don't know. Um, I don't. Ooh, excuse me. I don't know, but I'm not gonna lie. I was very disappointed when more things about Shane came out because when I was a kid, I was definitely a fan of his. I definitely had a crush at him at the time. And then I was like in the sixth grade too. So, like, and I was sheltered. See, when you're like a kid and you're sheltered, you only know so much. But of course, with when you have access to the internet, you find out a lot of things. Obviously, I did not find out enough because either that, no, yeah, either that or just wasn't really. But after like realizing certain things, I was just like, ugh. And it's crazy because it's like I even spent my money on the conspiracy palette because I was that much of like um I never bought a Jeffree Star palette ever. But when now that this is out, it's like ooh, like I kinda wish I didn't buy it anymore. But I already spent my money. Um so but it is what it is. Throw it out or something. Whatever. But okay. Ooh, I need to get that off my head. But yeah. So let's talk about life. So been up to business stuff. Hold on for a minute because I need to get my contour palette. Uh, yeah, so I have been up to business stuff. I have been claiming, not, I wouldn't say copyright, but I have been claiming a brand name for myself. Of course, YouTube is one brand, and I like to keep myself as the individual separate from my brand, but considering how things are and how you represent, obviously I can't necessarily detach myself from the company, but you're not gonna see me as present. I'm present enough where you know who I am, you see my face, you know what I do, but I just like keep myself like separate from my brand because even though mm, I am like don't want that I don't want that to be the only thing I do, if that makes sense. So, and then YouTube is my brand too. And this is where I get to be a little bit more crazy. My company where I have to be more present, well, not yeah, somewhat more presentable woman. You will respect me as a businesswoman. I am a great employer as a businesswoman, and you shall do as I say as a businesswoman. So, but yeah, so far, in terms of this quick little makeup look, I have put foundation on the triangle of my face, and I put on powder. But even before this overall look, I started with hydrating primer. So But yeah, I like to keep myself separated from my personal brand as much as possible. And you might say, Caddy, what's your brand? And right now I say, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it. This, that, splat. But if you follow me on Instagram at yourcattybff, probably have an idea. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably have made the connection of my brand name. And if you know my brand name, then you should probably go support. Trying to see what else I can create because I do hand make everything that is in my business. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for the success this may have. So that's what I've been up to. And in terms of school, I am about to approach my final semester, and times are crazy out here. My final semester, but my final school year. My final school year. I'm approaching my final school year, which is crazy. And with this whole Rona thing going on, I do not know what getting a job may look like, which is part of the reason I'm not terrified, but I'm just like concerned about what jobs are gonna leave because honey, we might be still shut down. Like, and then there's supposed to be a second wave. Like, how are we supposed to handle that? We still haven't. We don't have a vaccine, no nothing. Like, we're going for a somewhat navy blue look. So, but yeah, I'm just curious what jobs are gonna look like after this. I don't know where I may end up. I'm just hoping that I am successful before I graduate, and I hope I get to move before I graduate because I am living at home with my mother, and obviously, like, I love my mother, yada yada, but obviously, as a 22-year-old, I need my own life, and I did enjoy living in the dorms, but to constantly take out private loans for that is just so unnecessary. And that's money that can go elsewhere. And plus loans build up. So that's my hope for the overall school year is to become successful in my business and move out because I want to live in a nice apartment downtown, living my best life. I feel like I deserve it. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I deserve it. I feel like after the medical pain in terms of that, because it's not often you find out a young individual is living on life support, okay, and they actually make it through. Like the chances of making it through is high, right? It's high, but in terms of making it through after the first year, it's a little tricky, just a little. And I'm in my third year, so hey, like, and sometimes I sit and visited me once in the hospital, and like they knew I was in the hospital, whatever. But I feel like they didn't realize, like, oh my god, like our friend, like we might actually lose our friend. Like I don't think that necessarily registered to them. I don't think they ignore it. And at some point I did want it to. At some point I wanted to leave. So, and not a lot of people know that. I recently told my mom that, and she looked at me and she was like, wow, like what kept you going? And then I was just like, the future, I guess. Like I can never. And it's funny because my boyfriend at the time was a little bit of my motivation, just a little bit, because let's be real, certain things can't happen in life if you're dead. Like let's be honest, like certain things just can't happen if you're with the universe. So that was a little bit of my motivation, and then funny enough, the dude dumped me like 2 months after. I got it in March, so yeah, by May he fucking dumps me. And remember, he checks up on me and I got mad at him. I'm like, why are you calling me? And then he yells back at me saying, well, I can't care about you. And to me, that just sounds manipulative because, like, you just broke up with me. Well, so I'm just like, you're full of shit. But funny enough, we're still friends now. And if you watched my video before, you know his nickname for this channel is Heartbreaker. Like, his name is Heart once. Once. For a story time slash get ready for me for a Halloween party. Whether or not he'll be back on this channel again, we don't know. A little bit comforting, even with on. And the thing is, I've always been somewhat of a loner and somewhat of an introvert, even though I took that weird testing and like talk to me first. Like I talk but spoken to, you know what I mean? But I'm already been like these. So when it came to Rona and having to be isolated, I was one of those people who was little skits. The Capricorn is unbothered. Okay, and I don't 100% know what it means to be a lovesick crackhead, but I love love. Let's just put it like that. I love love. So and when I love love, I love to see my partner to be alone from time to time. So um I am looking for my tiny brush. Yeah. And then if you follow my Instagram, I have been doing looks almost every day, but I have taken a 2 week break. And it's because I wasn't feeling that great. I just wasn't. I felt I did not okay. I did not feel as though I was burnt out. I just feel like getting ready takes over an hour for me. Like how James Charles watched the video, but I saw it was an hour long, and I saw the title. I'm like, okay, yeah, see, it does to your face. It could take an hour, if not longer. And you know what? I appreciate the process, but to push myself to do that every single day, like I think I did that for almost a month straight on my Instagram. And did I get much recognition single day like I have been within the March of May? No. Um, cause the thing like because here's the thing too. When I create looks for you guys, when I create looks for the gram, I don't plan out. I just string up wing it. Like I wing that shit, and if I execute well, then I execute well. But I just straight up wing it, and like I imagine it in my mind, and then I just straight up do it. I don't really plan. So I'm one of those artists who work backwards in a sense. Like if I'm the person who draws out exactly what I want to draw first, and then I go back and sketch because I already know what I want to do. like like I'm one of those people. Like I don't do sketches. I just straight up do it. However, it is important to do sketches because some people do steal your work. And so if you have like a blueprint of how you want to do it, it just proves that, oh, okay, if you try to make something public, do that sketch. Because if for some odd reason you end up in court and you say, oh, well, I got the blueprint, well, you win $1,000. Like, come on now. We don't got time to have work stolen. Enough that happened to somebody in my school before. I didn't know them. I think they're alumni now when Barnes and Nobles, but also from the school because the school was organizer of the competition. So like girl, you could have won back tuition money. Like what you mean? I would have been front and center. But yeah, this is what it's going on so far. We got blue replicate. If you're replicating the 1950s, then having mascara maybe would be like the is important. It is. So okay, I did not bring my mascara with me, so I have to go grab mascara and my brow gel real quick. There's not much I can do about it. And to keep my skin looking moist, I like to spray it with a toner. I use the toner by Wet and Wild from the rose